video is sponsored by OneFootball. Do check out OneFootball's excellent free app, and it makes it easy to keep up to date with the latest transfer news, scores and stats all in one place. To download the OneFootball app, click the link in the description below. So welcome along then to our instant match reaction. Saints at Leicester City. We've taken away a victory on the road, a priceless 3 points away at Leicester. But here with me to discuss the game with me, Clive. Really good to see you again.
Yeah, and you, Freddie. What a good, happy day this is.
It took us a while to sort of...
good old Blackpool.
Took us a while to sort of calm down as well, reeling off the result that Blackpool stole down the road as well.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I suppose we better sort of get through it then, sort of step by step, really. A really quick start, a relentless Shane Long. You know, there was doubts about his selection. You know, he was really the only sort of fit striker that we could. But chasing down, it looked like lost long balls, and we start off sort of quite early on, and Mendy's sort of a clothesline Shane Long around the back of his head that wouldn't look out of place in the WWE ring, and James Ward-Prowse smashed the penalty home. Yeah,
it was great. I mean, look, if Shane Long read the internet and some of the things Southampton fans have been saying about him, he'd be off down Beachy Head and taking a big jump over the top. But he's shown a lot of character there, and probably the only option. Sam could have gone on, but it's just his first game back. Sam Gallagher. Simsy just back from an very unsuccessful spell at Reading, but we all know that he's got ability. So Shane's taken a bull by the horns, and you know he's performed heroically there today.
We know what to love from Shane Long. He's relentless at chasing the ball, pressing the defenders as well. But some of the defenders today as well. You know, there was a feisty duel between the left back of Leicester and our little young back, right back Yan Valery versus Ben Chilwell, and they both got under each other's skin, didn't they, sort of towards the early stages. And we thought, you know, Chilwell might sort of lose his head later on in the game. But
well, it looked like one of them was going to go, didn't it? And unfortunately, it was our man that went first. Probably a bit of an experience. I do think he would have probably bought Cedric on at half-time anyway. But then we had the gift from heaven, really. You know, from looking like okay, 1-0, you still got advantage in the game. To get 2-0, then you've got something to work with. But of course, the tactics were second half. Literally, it was defence v attack. Oh, sorry, attack v defence. And somehow we've held out there. A lot of heroic blocking and just all-round discipline. It wasn't there earlier in the season, clearly.
Yeah, and maybe just a quick note on the Valery red card. You know, it comes with immaturity, I suppose. Quite naive foul. The ball was quite far ahead of him, and he had no reason to make that foul as well. But the Shane Long goal just before half-time, you know, just after the red card, we thought the worst had happened. But again, chasing down a lost ball, a long ball, he gets down to the byline, squeezes it past Schmeichel. It comes off his hand. The reverse angle looks like he may have been going wide, but who cares? It's a Shane Long goal, the first time since April.
Well, he did the right thing. He lifted it, didn't he? And he got the bit of... Maybe he got a bit of luck. I don't know if that ball was going wide, but he did the right thing. He just lifted it enough over Schmeichel, but Schmeichel got that touch. Whether it deflected it in or not, who cares, mate? We're 2-0 up. We've got something to work with. But still, it's 45 minutes of biting your nails. And we did... You know, usually when you go down to 10, there's still some sort of attacking momentum there somewhere. But I can't remember one move second half where we stuck 3-4 passes together. So it was very single-minded that we were going to defend. We had a policy. We stuck to it. We stuck to it like glue, and it paid off.
Yeah, and the early sort of Leicester goal in the second half, we were all biting our nails, hiding behind the cushions at the sofa, you know. And last week we conceded 2 goals in the space of 5 minutes. We thought the worst would happen again. But, you know, like you said, we dug in. We were disciplined, compact, resilient, you know, incredibly organised this afternoon. And yeah, I think I have to say, is Vestergaard's head made out of bricks or something? Because he made so many headed clearances.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He did. And he's taken a lot of hammer recently, as has Matty Targett, who I thought put in a hell of a shift on the left side, because Leicester's outball was always on the wings. I thought Cedric did very well with Harvey Barnes. read his play very well, and they've got Damari Gray. Leicester have got a few attacking options, haven't they? And to restrict them, I can't remember what serious clear-cut chances they had second half. There was a couple of oohs and ahs, but they didn't really. They got around us for the goal, but even that was a shade lucky. He kind of stumbled onto it, indeed, rather than hammering it into the net, and of course it wrong-footed our defenders.
Yeah. Well, I think I have to say another player for me in particular started an excellent composure from Oriol Romeu in the middle of the park. We lost a bit of strength. Obviously, Højbjerg suspended, Lamina still injured, and Ward-Prowse next to him.
Freddie, I've mentioned it time and time again, that the gap between the midfield and the defence when the opposition stride onto the ball, he filled that gap today. And whenever Leicester did get a chance of a shot from 20, 25 yards out, he and the other lads got their bodies in the way. I think I just remember Maddison had one that he tried to curl in far post, but even then there were blocks coming. So it made it, we're shutting them down. So we are learning slowly but surely. I think Ralph's getting some sort of, obviously some sort of defensive stability to that team. They still frighten the life out of me, don't get me wrong. But there's a togetherness about the team that is very refreshing.
I think it is fair to say a priceless victory, only sort of finishing on 28% possession, but it takes us out of the bottom three.
Yeah, that's vital, mate. And, we know that March is a horrible month for fixtures. I keep saying it, we've got these cup finals coming up at home. Those are the games we have to win. That'll keep us up, or we'll be back in the mire. So there's a lot of work to do. Today is like a celebration. Again, we're looking forward rather than backwards, which is great. But there's a hell of a lot of work to do. And it's the home. I think the away performances have been, on the whole, pretty decent. Especially the last two league performances have been defensively superb. But it's the home games when we've got to win games. And we've got to show something a bit extra. And you're hoping, obviously, Gabsters is gone. Good luck to him at Sampdoria. He gave us a couple of tremendous moments in his short career with Saints. A lot of people think it's a backward step, but let's see who comes in first before making judgments.
All right, excellent stuff, Clive. A victory to savour. We'll speak again next time, mate.
All the best, Freddie. Up the Saints.